The following presentation is part of the Technology and the Corporation Conference Series, sponsored by MIT's Industrial Liaison Program.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Israel Ruiz, and I'm the Executive Vice President here at MIT. And it's my pleasure to welcome you all to today's event, which is really a great fun to have had the opportunity to put together. And first of all, I want to thank the team for really pulling it all of us together, the panelists for their interventions, and the team from Barça to really be here with us. To set the context for today's event, I just wanted to say a couple of things for you guys. Both MIT and Barcelona, you may not know that they have lots of things in common. The first thing is, believe it or not, they were founded in the 19th century. We got ahead a little bit of Barcelona by 30 years or so, but they've been catching up pretty quick. Both of us, MIT and Barcelona, are really widely recognized for being at the top of their fields. We value the excellence and the talent in our human teams. And more of that is that I actually love both of them. And I was joking here that at MIT, I grew up in Barcelona, and I signed all the contracts from MIT with this pen, which many of you may recognize. I signed the official MIT contracts with it. And with that is just to say the intro that I really love for the team to be here and to let us know what they have in mind with this Barça Innovation Hub, and then also to hear about the panelists and their amazing research. So more seriously, in 2007, I came to MIT in '99, went to Sloan, graduated in '01, and I've been ever since associated with this amazing community. In '07, a group of students put together the conference in sports analytics, and by now you probably all are well aware of it. At the time, it wasn't such a hot area of study, and it's certainly not the area of study that today we will hear about from our professors, from our faculty, and from our team here from Barcelona. It's been 11 sessions of that, sold-out audiences, and we're in the midst of this amazing globalization story of sports, fans, brands, and moreover for MIT, the tech role, the data scientist role, the medicine role, the nutritional role that goes into amazing improvement in individual and team performance, but also for us, new areas of research and development. So that area of research and education is really what brings us together here at MIT, and I think what you will hear a lot from Barça Innovation Hub. So with that, I'll leave it to the team. I'll pass the word to Jordi Moix, who's joining us here from the Barcelona governance. And thank you.
Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jordi Moix. I'm a member of the board of directors, also commissioner from the board to impose the Spy Barça project, which is the refurbishment of the whole venues that we have in the club. I'm going to introduce Javier, and I'll give you just a couple of thoughts about Barça, more or less. I guess you know the team and you know the club and why we are here, no? And it's an honor and a pleasure for us to share with you today today's panels. We have it here, Barça més que un club, Barça more than a club. Well, it's a claim, but it's not just a claim. When we say it, we mean it, or we try to mean it. And when we mean it, we are saying, yes, we are a winning team, and we will try to win all the tournaments that we have, but we are going a little bit beyond that. And I always remember when we start to analyze the project about Spy Barça, talking to AEG, the owners of the Lakers and some of the venues here in America, with Tim Lewicki, the CEO, and I was asking him, I live in America 30 years ago, and I was asking, when I look in the 80s what NBA was performing, how was that about? And he asked me, what you guys have done in these 30 years, because I see NBA is a different story now, no? He said, well, yeah, we've done a lot of merchandising, marketing, the funds, etc., but there is one thing that summarizes what has happened, which is called Michael Jordan. That's a little bit what is also happening to Barça. The Barça that we knew when I joined the board 15 years ago, with the club that is now, it would be unthinkable to be here, for example, doing what we are going to be doing now. And we can summarize that part of this success is due to a guy called Lionel Messi, which is still with us and still will be with us until 2021. But Messi will not be here with us for all life. we have another players, and we will win. Sometimes we don't always win. And in the last elections, with the president, we were thinking we have to do something also to respond to the claim we are more than a club, than not just a winning team. Manchester United was a winning team, and other teams can win. But we're doing more things. And one way to give examples that show that the club is a little bit more than a club, it's a club that has, in the three aspects of the club, the social aspect, the sports aspect, and the economic aspect, or factors, drivers, are somehow different from the rest of the clubs, football clubs or sports clubs that you might find. And I'll give you 3 examples very quick that demonstrate that. In the social area, the club is not owned by a single person. We don't have shares. It's a members club, 140 members, owners. We have elections every 5 years, every 6 years. We take the decisions that are crucial, like refurbishing the whole infrastructure that we want to do through a referendum, and the owners decide. So you have to go and explain to the members, what do we want to do? Do we want to have professional sections besides football or not? So that's an aspect that the ownership, you cannot just buy the club. And some Chinese investors have come, we would like to buy the club. No, it's not for sale. And you cannot buy it. And you cannot buy 140 persons, because the persons are not for sale. And that makes us something really unique in that respect. It's a challenge to manage that and compete with other clubs that don't have that structure. But we're proud of that, and I think it makes us unique. On the sports side, besides having the best professional teams that we try to have, we try to have them as much as possible of players that are formed in our training camps, like Messi is the best example, Iniesta, Xavi, Piqué, players that were started in the club when they were 10, 12 years old. And we want to have the best players, and not the best players you will have them from your young teams, but as much as possible. That's another example. Another example is to share that part with the community, is that we do not only have football, we have 5 professional sports: basketball, handball, roller skating, hockey, indoor soccer, and now women's football, women's soccer, and then 7 other non-professional sections that we are investing 30 million euros per year of losses, because they are not profitable, but that's a way of representing and attaching the club to our community, which is Barcelona, Catalonia, as our homeland. No? And the third aspect, the economic aspect, we own our facilities. We have 20 hectares of land in the middle of the city, not in the middle, well, in the corner, but quite in an urban destination, well communicated with the rest of the city. Barcelona, you know, it's a destination in its own. After Paris and London, is one of the most attractive cities to visit. And we're having 2.53 million visitors per year, besides the game matches, that wants to touch and feel what Barca is about. And to rely on that wealth and that real estate part is another aspect that we don't rely on foundations, banks, independent agents, but on our own. So those examples bring us to be claimed that we are a little more than a club. In that respect, that's why Innovation Hub was created. Now we're going to go through the different aspects of what that means. It's like, besides winning, why don't we think about things that, in parallel of a winning team and the awareness of the brand in the most popular sport in the world, which is football, soccer, if we can give back to the society and take advantage of the things that we as Barca can lead in certain aspects, in order to improve the research and the improvements that in the different aspects that we will explain today can make sense. So that summarizes a little bit why FCB, a sports team, is with MIT, and following the claim that we are more than a club. So happy and to be with you, and thanks for your assistance. And I give the word to Javier, that will share our thoughts regarding that.